Hello and welcome to another episode of eScoot Reviews. In this episode we are reviewing Engwe Y10. If you're looking what's happening on the market out there, you're probably gonna say, well, doesn't this look like 9bot Max or 9bot Max G30? And you would be absolutely right. Yes, this scooter looks exactly like 9bot Max, but it's actually not 9bot Max. Now, is it better or it's worse? Well, we're going to check it out. We're going to open the battery compartment. We're going to check the internals out of the box, outside. Scooter looks technically almost exactly the same, except for some minor differences. So we have a rear motor drive, we have a front drum brake, we have a pneumatic tires, but they're super similar but slightly different than those on 9bot Max G30. So these tires actually have an inner tube, where on 9bot Max you get tubeless tires with anti-puncture gel. You're not going to be able to see it here, but there is anti-puncture gel inside, and those have been tested with nails. You can puncture with a nail, pull out a nail, and it's not going to lose a pressure. But if you ride on a too low tire pressure, or if you ride on a flat tire, then you are going to destroy this tire and probably damage a little bit your motor, and you'll be lucky if you don't fry your controller. Now, overall, looks at the scooter, folding mechanism is exactly the same. Now, this scooter would be called fancy way 9bot Max replica. Not that fancy way, 9bot Max knockoff or 9bot Max copy. Which words to use here? Well, knockoff I would call a really bad copy of some scooter. Replica would be something that's like, that style, similar level of quality and things like that. Overall, as I said, everything technically the same except for a couple of things. One thing that's slightly different, I hope you'll manage to hear it. Let's see. Yeah, when you turn it on, it sounds like Tamagotchi, But there's one other thing that's actually better than 9bot Max G30, and that's those side indicators. My personal opinion, best place to put indicators on electric scooter. They're white, they're going to be visible from the front, from the back, and it's not going to be too costly to add those indicators. Like, what do we have? A couple of LEDs, diffuser, housing for it, cover, wires, connector, and that's it. And my personal opinion, million times better to put indicators here than they could have maybe try and, let's say, for example, put indicators here in those plastic covers in the front or in the back. But what you're achieving actually by that, you're just making more places where water can get into a battery compartment that's not needed. So this, I think it's a brilliant solution. It would be better if they would maybe automatically switch off, or if there's on a display indicators to let you know, but basically, you can see that indicator is turned on. And so maybe it would be better if they would automatically switch off after, let's say, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 seconds or something like that. But still, this scooter cost almost half of the price of the 9bot Max G30. 9bot Max G30 is between 600 and 800 euros, depending where you're buying it. Engwe Y10 is 400 euros. So of course, if you're making so much cheaper scooter, you'll have to cut corners. It won't be same level of quality like a scooter that costs double that price. But still, if we are going to compare it to, let's say, Kugo M4 or M4 Pro that are like 400 or 500 euros, this is 400 euros. Compare it to Xiaomi Pro 2, 400 euros. Xiaomi Pro 4, no, Xiaomi 4 2, sorry, 600 euros. Xiaomi Pro 4, 800 euros. So still we have a much cheaper scooter. I'm not expecting miracle, but I'm quite confident because I was working already on a couple of Engwe e-bikes and e-scooters. I did see them inside, and they don't look like, just put everything back, pack that scooter and just sell it and that's it, let's make some money. So that's the thing that I like. I like that there are those pneumatic tires, that they didn't go for solid tires. Solid tires on a scooter with no suspension, they're absolute scooter killers. Like, the thing that I'm already saying to people, like, how many vehicles we have out there on the road, how many of them are on solid tires? Solid tires just don't work. Eventually at some stage, like Michelin is now developing solid tires, but it's going to take a while. So if you want to destroy your scooter, go for solids. If you want to make your scooter last longer, have pneumatics, check your tire pressure once every week or every 2 weeks, and that's it. On every tire, on a sidewall, it says how much it's supposed to be inflated. Just read what it says here on the side, okay? And that's it. Okay, I don't want to waste your time. Let's move the camera, scooter around, and let's go to the second part and check those internals. Okay, so I flip scooter upside down. I'll probably need to speed this part up. So we have 2.5 mil hex screws, quite loads of them. Like, one thing that I like is that heads are not sticking out. I saw those on some other scooters, and like if you hit the curb, you're gonna damage that head. Here we don't see that, but it's the same system on Ninebot Max G30, so not some crazy improvement. Again, just copying someone else's design, but if design works, if something works, don't change it, Now, overall, one thing that we don't know is theyre on this scooter, is the frame made of same materials as G30? And time will actually say how good those scooters are. For the moment, they look absolutely great. I'm not going to be actually closing it on the camera. We're just going to open this, check what's in there, and then I'm going to give you my final verdict, and that's it. But I'm seeing a couple of things that I'm absolutely happy to see them. Like, for example, this small rubber on a kickstand, so that this doesn't get scratched. It's a nice small touch that you see on some manufacturers who are paying attention to details. Now, there is a thing, I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see, but you see these charging ports here. Okay, that charging port could have actually be located maybe somewhere else, and they could have put maybe a bit better charging port. I would prefer that charging port is maybe, I don't know, maybe a little bit closer to the middle of the frame, a little bit higher, and things like that. But we'll see how electronics are organized inside, and then maybe there's some special reason for that. Also, fire alarm went off somewhere. I hope you're not hearing this, and I hope actually that audio is okay. By the way, while I'm opening this, I was planning of speeding this up, but at least I'm going to just share a couple of things with you while I'm doing this. So I'm also recording, hopefully next week, and releasing hopefully by Christmas, a video about NAMI scooters, because at the time of the recording it's almost midnight, and tomorrow, well, in a couple of minutes, it's going to be actually 1 year since first broken NAMI was reported, first case of breaking NAMIs. And they said that they are doing investigation, so we're going to have a look into actually what did they release in the meantime, how did their investigation go so far. I was planning to do that since I recorded my last episode, and I didn't record anything about NAMI scooters for such a long time on purpose to see what Michael Shaw and NAMI is going to do regarding their problems. They released some other scooters, those also have some problems, so we're going to talk about all that in our next episode. I'm just gathering data at the moment, and since it's a week till Christmas, hopefully I'll manage to have time to record it. Okay, we're at the last hex. So yeah, let's check. But yeah, if you want to know about Nami scooters, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification, and show me some support if you want me to continue doing this. So okay, let's see. Okay, foam here. Okay, it's not necessarily needed here because the battery is held in place, and oh, I actually like this. Now you can't see too much on the camera, so let me try and take at least one battery bracket out. We're gonna take whole battery out. Usually here you would see a sticker with the details about the battery, but unfortunately we are not seeing this here. And I always say, guys, use quality tools. Unfortunately, I'm using today only what I have here at the moment, because I forgot to bring my theyre set from workshop. Theyre is brilliant because it has, on the hex, it has that small ball that actually keeps the screw on the tool. And here this is just slowing me down because I need to hold each one of them. I don't like screws flying around the battery compartment. No, you don't want anything loose in a battery compartment. Okay, one more left. And then like both of those brackets are held by 4 hex, also 2.5 mil. Like, you know, literally you need one tool to work on a battery or a controller. Okay, let's work on the second one. Yeah, also by the way, we are doing a brake upgrade, X-Tech, on Navi V50. Same thing as V40 Pro, so if that goes on V50, it's going to work on V40 Pro. And yeah, there are a couple of more interesting videos planned. It's just again a little bit of a problem with equipment, but hopefully we'll get there. Okay, 2 more screws, and then let's check what battery says. Come on, Jesus. One more turn. Okay, now what can we see here? We have here a data cable that is a little bit tight. I would like if they left, like, you know, a 1 centimeter longer cable so that that's a little bit more loose. Yeah, there's just a really tight space. Okay, and one more, and then let's see, is there a sticker underneath? One other great thing that I can spot here is that all screws have a blue thread lock on them. Again, that's another nice touch, you know, that like some manufacturers don't do. And I will at the end try and quickly compare this scooter with some other scooters in a similar price tag. Okay, so first of all, you see those limiters here. So, you know, there is a foam, so that metal is not directly on the battery housing, and there are also those limiters, so even if screws would get loose, the battery can't fly around. That's a great touch. Okay, we have a sticker here. So what does the sticker say? Okay, I'll put it here upside down to me. So it is 13 amp hours. Okay, 36 volt, 20 amps max current discharge, and 3 amps max charge. So that's actually really nice. I don't know which charger comes with it, but if stock charger that comes with it is 2 amps, well, if you can get a good quality 3 amp charger, you can charge it with that, but make sure that positive and negative are properly turned around. Okay, now another thing that we can see here is fuse on the battery. That's another thing that I really like to see here. All the connectors have a heat shrink tubing. These motor phase cable connectors are not the best, but this is not some crazy powerful scooter, so hopefully they're going to be okay. But those are same type of connectors like they would be on a Kuga M4 and M4 Pro, but like, you know, okay, this feels like a nice silicone cover. Anyways, it's nice. Now let's check controller. Controller says 36 volts, 350 watts. Under voltage 29 volts, so when controller detects 29 volts that the battery is producing 29 volts or less, it's gonna cut off, shut down to prevent damaging the battery. That's nice. And max current is 16 amps, where the battery can actually send max 20 amps, so that's good. At no stage you don't drain battery more than 80%, okay? So that's another nice thing. Anything else? Well, you know, nothing special. If you need to replace a charging port, okay, you have easy access here. That's nice. For example, on 09, I did replace, I was working on replacing a charging port, and on Kuga M4, and that was a nightmare. Overall, battery 13 amp hours, similar size batteries in Navi, and it's 15 amp hours. They could have fit much bigger battery pack in there, but like, you know, this frame, I'm looking here inside, everything looks really, really nice and clean, okay? This battery, this frame is actually absolutely great project frame. Because the height of the frame is actually like you can fit vertically 18650 cells. So if you want to upgrade a scooter with a bigger battery pack, yeah, you can definitely do it on this. So, you know, would I say that this is a good scooter? For the price, yes it is. If you have money to get a 9bot Max G30, yeah, get a 9bot Max G30. Now, would I buy this new or second-hand 9bot Max G30? Well, it really depends how old is that scooter. If that 9bot Max G30 is, let's say, 2 years old or more, then I would be pretty careful, because the batteries degrade over time, and even if that scooter is not being used for a while, still that battery will degrade, you know. But as I said, if I have money for a brand new 9bot Max G30, yes, why not? Another cool thing is, and I would absolutely love to do that, but unfortunately I can, is try and fit actually original 9bot Max G30 tubeless tires on this. I'm almost 100% sure that that could be fitted on. So as I said, if you're on a budget, don't have money for G30, but want you know, pretty sturdy scooter, yeah, get this, and then when you have more money, you can maybe start customizing it, adding you know, some better tires, maybe get a custom built battery, bigger battery, and things like that. So yeah, I think we can wrap up this episode here. I don't want to talk too much while I'm working, because I can get lost pretty easily. So yeah, so this is a second scooter. So I did 2 scooters and 1 e-bike from Engwe so far. All 3 of them nicely done. Comparing, for let's say, for example, with the Kuga M4, M4 Pro, that are, yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't like when this happens. And that's why I like to have better tools. Kuga M4 or M4 Pro, similar price tag. This seems much better build quality, much better attention to details. Okay. Xiaomi Xiaomi has a temperature sensor, so I'm not sure about this. Does it have a temperature sensors? Just let me just actually have a quick look. So we have a charging cable and we have a discharging cable. There's no data communication cable from BMS, so I wouldn't say that there's a temperature sensor in this battery or any type of a smart BMS. But in that price tag, of course, as I said, they have to cut corners. Okay, anyways guys, yeah, that's it. So from my side, yeah, budget version of 9 Max G30, yeah, definitely. Should you buy it? If you don't have enough for G30, yeah, get it. Between this and G30 second hand, depending on how old is that scooter, if you can get for that price G30 that's like, I don't know, 6 months old, go for G30, of course, you know. And I can't wait to see what else Engwe is gonna release. Like they're releasing more and more bikes. This is their second scooter, so I'm gonna assume that they are gonna be growing on the market, and they seem like a company that stands behind their name and brand, and that are not making just, you know, cheapest possible scooters that are knockoffs of something else just to sell it cheaper and make money. So that's gonna be all for this episode. I hope you learned something. I hope you like it. If you have any video ideas or suggestions, comments down below. Feel free to share with me your idea, and I'm gonna do best to record that video as soon as possible if it's of course interesting enough. When you're putting things back, as I always say, do it in a zigzag pattern. Okay, just a little bit, make sure that the screws are going properly in there. I'm not sure that I mentioned, but every single screw on this scooter has a blue thread lock. If I didn't, well, there you are. If I did, then I'm just repeating myself. And yeah, if you still didn't subscribe, feel free and please subscribe, because as you can see that I'm not releasing videos on any type of schedule because I can't at the moment. I'm releasing videos when I have time to record them, but I have a pretty nice backlog of ideas what to make. And if you like my work, you want to support me, there are a couple of different ways to support me. Of course, first of all is just any type of interaction to help YouTube show my videos to more people. So that's comment, subscribe, like, etc. But also you can, in a video description of every of my videos, you can find usually tools that I can recommend. Those are all affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything more, but I do get a small commission. Also, you can support me through buy me a coffee, and link QR code should pop up here somewhere. The link is going to be in the video description. And yeah, that's kind of all. More videos coming up. Be careful what you're buying, and till next time, please respect other road users and stay safe out there. Thank you and bye-bye.